going to be hard to leave.
He's one of the greatest drivers of all time.
What a race! P2 for Sebastian Vettel at Baku.
Yes!
What he has done for this sport, on and off the track, is unrivaled.
Believing in yourself and going after it.
He's used his voice, his success, to affect positive change all over the world.
It's not about what you leave behind, it's about what you take with you. I mean, I spent so long in Formula One, friends that I made. The good thing is I won't lose them, so they will still be around. This is Sebastian Vettel for one last time. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Britta Röske and I worked with Sebastian since 2009.
Yeah, look forward to the race, to the weekend to enjoy.
So I worked previously at Red Bull Racing with Mark Webber and David Coulthard, and then Sebastian joined the team, replacing DC. He was very hardworking. I think he was one of the last people actually always leaving the paddock. He just gave everything to win the championship. That was one of his biggest dreams at the beginning. He is a very determined person, very focused, attention to detail, and a team player, a proper team player as well.
Congratulations, Seb. Thanks for all brand guy in Italy and on the board.
Okay, thank you again. Ciao. Thank you.
I think specifically now in these last years, he developed a much more human side. So he is more, well, not emotional, but he understands people more. He feels sorry for people who suffer maybe. Because in the beginning, the focus was more on racing the whole time, and he didn't see so much what was happening around him. Very often he feels sorry for people, and then he does something straight away to make their life maybe better or happier. He's not somebody who likes to see himself in the middle of attention, or he doesn't like to be seen as somebody special. So this is why I'm not sure if he sees how much other people appreciate what he does for them or what he's giving to the world.
We first met in 2006 around the back of the Sauber BMW garage. So this is now 16 years later, some highs, some lows. Still here, some cheese, and no more questions from me.
The question is, how many Birkenstocks did he run through these years?
Not as many as
I
you would
would
have
say
thought.
maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah, you're about right. So no more questions, apart from to say thank you, and don't be a stranger.
Oh, but I remember always I was amazed because I was like, okay, I'm gonna get like 2 minutes of your time, and you gave me 40 minutes. Wow, unbelievable. I really appreciate it.
He has a great way of having that balance of being relaxed and fun when he comes into the garage, and being around the guys and making everybody feel special. You know, his career speaks for itself really. I think 4-time world champion. From off track and on track, he looks like a great guy, and down to earth. What you see is what you get. A lot of his speaking's done on the circuit, and I think from the last 15 years, I think that's proved that.
Yeah, Sebastian definitely is a hard worker. As one bit that really surprised us is how hard he applies himself during the race weekend. And he's often there himself doing competitor analysis, looking at the reports that are written, talking to all the different engineers, and it's like having an extra engineer at times in the office. The rapport with the whole team, whether it's in the garage or in the engineering office, you know, we work long hours, we're away from home a lot. It has to be fun, and he's very much into a bit of banter. He's very much into being a bit cheeky with a few different characters, and that just, you know, endears people to him. And that's a skill which not every driver has, and he definitely is one of the ones who has that. I think Abu Dhabi will be emotional after the race is finished, but until then, you know, he's an ultimate professional. Once that checkered flag falls, then the mindset will change for us all. You know, he has impacted the team. For sure, I'm going to miss him. He's great fun to spend time with. He's a top-class driver. You can't ask for much more.
Support flags, so it does feel a little bit different, I have to admit, and it probably will get more and more difficult till Sunday. So thank you. Yeah, but also after he went to the US, he said car. It's exciting to drive the car. Yeah, it's true, huh? He did change it.
Well, Sebastian's legacy in Formula One is certainly a lot of World Championship titles, wins, but a very approachable person, very friendly, very enthusiastic in the connection with the fans. People will miss him. I worked with Sebastian at the beginning of his career at BMW Sauber, and when he arrived, he was very, very young, very fresh. When I came to Aston Martin Formula One, Sebastian was obviously had a great career behind him, 4-time world champion, 53 race wins, and it was just a pleasure to be reunited with him. What is really standing out is his work ethic, his talent, his speed, and his desire to move the team forward. I'm quite sure that Abu Dhabi will be emotional for him, and we will try to do as much as we can to help him over there, but also celebrate.
The helmet still fits.
Den habe ich damals noch kleiner gemacht.
Formula One has been a huge part of my life, so far the biggest part of my life. But yeah, everything comes to an end, and I think there is a new life starting around the corner. Well, when I was growing up, Formula One was everything. It was where I wanted to race, where I wanted to be. I never thought I could achieve it as a young child because it was so far away, and those heroes on TV were so far away in their fancy cars. I didn't realize, but I did get closer and closer up to the point where I got really close and got into the car. So then I think it has been just the same practice in terms of being ambitious and loving the competition and wanting to beat the others, and being prepared to do everything to do so, questioning myself all the time what I can do to get better and to get the edge. You're not born as a world champion, so you have to work for it very hard. You learn along the way, and I would hope, and that's the sort of demand I put upon myself, is never stop learning. I think that's it will be one of the keys. Obviously, in such a fast-paced world like Formula One, you're sort of forced to adapt, to learn, renew, whereas outside it's a different pace. So yeah, I'm sure I will carry some of the pace with me. The question is for how long, but I hope to keep it for a very long time. I think it will be impossible to stop being competitive. I think being competitive is in me, and I'll probably transfer it to everything else that I'm going to do in the future, which might be hard at times, but I guess there's pros and cons. Yeah, I'll definitely miss racing the others on the highest level, at the speed of the cars, the adrenaline, mastering the challenge of a race, getting everything right, and that sort of satisfying feeling when you manage to do so, whether it's a lap or an entire race distance.
Mikey, car is ready. The car is ready. Well done, mate. Well done. Keep going to Delta. Keep it negative.
Well, you can't shake everybody's hand and say thank you in person, but nowadays, there's plenty of ways to get your feelings out, and I think the emotions I was able to feel and experience over the last years, I can only be very, very grateful for. And I think it's a bit like, having a painting without color. If you had no fans, then the sport wouldn't mean anything. So I think it's great that we have the privilege of meeting so many people that support us. So I can only say thank you and express and show my gratitude when I meet them, or when I did meet them, and I hope I was able to do so. So it's not about just now to say thank you. I think it was all those years where hopefully I've treated them with respect and care and love as much as I was able to receive.
What will you miss the most from that lifestyle that you've had?
Well, I think one is the people, being together with people that share the same passion, a team around you that is pulling in the same direction. I don't feel alone or isolated. I think throughout motorsport there's a big community, so a lot of people that share the same passion. But even outside, and mostly outside, there's people outside motorsport. When you meet people, there's more to it than their job description. This is Sebastian Vettel for one last time. It's gonna be hard to leave.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for everything. You've just been unbelievable.
I can only speak for Formula One from the inside, but I think you have a certain fighting spirit in you. I think you have the buzz of competition, the adrenaline that goes high, the heart rate that beats faster when you're approaching qualifying or then race day. And even if you're not driving the car, I can see the excitement, I can feel the excitement from the outside. You have it from the fans around the track. Today is the special day, it's race day, it's something different. We all obviously love the sport and we carry that passion inside us. It's really the passion and the joy that drives us to our heights. And I do see a lot of passion and joy in this team, and yeah, the ingredients are there, and I'm sure that that next year's will be better. I mean, I spent so long in Formula One, so a lot of people that I met along the way and friends that I made. The good thing is I won't lose them, so they will still be around, but for sure I will spend less time with them. So that's probably one of the things that I will miss most. Apart from the challenge of driving, the adrenaline of experiencing and driving these cars. I feel like I'm ready to step off and do other things. Knowing that the treadmill continues, it's probably time to make space and let others enjoy the buzz. I think eventually it is time for all of us to step off the treadmill and maybe onto another, who knows. I have no regrets, really. I mean, I've done some mistakes that I would not do again, but I was able to learn from a driving point of view. But I think I've managed to mostly respect people and treat people the way I like to be treated. So, yeah. I made incredible memories, but I think I have to move on as much as the fans, in a way, have to move on and cheer for somebody else. You sort of know that at some point it's going to end, and I think as a fan as well, you know that at some point your hero, your athlete, whatever, is going to retire, is going to do something else. I think on both sides there have been great memories. I never thought when I entered that I will be around for 15 years or that I will look back after 15 years to all these years. But then again, nothing lasts forever. This is more than a race team, much more. Thank you very much. I will miss a lot of you and miss the team. Thanks for all the support back from base, from Silverstone as well. I think to follow the journey in the last 2 years, see how the team has grown, has been incredible. Once again, thank you for the support and all the best.
Personally, I think he has still a lot of potential inside him to race good races. So from that point, from the performance side, I think he is still very strong, and so from that side he's not ready to retire. But on the other side now he has a family, a lovely wife and 3 children, so for sure they need him as well. He says in interviews always that people will forget him. I personally don't think that he will get forgotten, because I think he inspired a lot of people, in particular recently, with his great ideas.
Am I going to miss him? Of course I'm going to miss him.
Yeah, we all live in each other's pockets in this sport, and between mechanics and drivers it is a close bond, and I see him as a friend, so it will be an emotional time. We wish him well, and it's been an incredible 2 years.
Well, I hope I was able to give a little bit of direction or help a little bit. We learned a lot as a team. I learned a lot about myself. Obviously, I've been to see the passion and the work and the commitment going in, irrelevant of where you might finish the race, was great to see. And for sure, I wish the team all the best for the journey to continue. And I'm sure that it's going to get better in the years to come. I think it's the beginning. I always look forward to the next thing, and I think any sportsman or sportswoman has the actual real or the bigger task or challenge ahead of them once they retire. So I think there's plenty of reason to be scared of what's coming, but also plenty of reason to be happy about, because it's a massive challenge, and I'll have to take it on. I can set my own pace. I know that I'm not a very patient person, but yeah, I think I look at the positives. I've always looked forward and looked at the positives, so I look at it as a positive. I'm sure that I have lots of ideas and stuff that interest me, and I'll figure something out, but I guess technically I don't qualify as a racing driver anymore, because I'm not, racing cars anymore.